SIUC. And already looking like a pretty great start for Edinboro U. Right off the kickoff, finding themselves an open net, and Pirates gets a bump as well to go ahead and find this opportunity to get a shot on No Nonsense. That's what you like to see. These guys are striking back with a lead, which, I mean, if you hadn't tuned in before, I was saying that these two teams went at it in the winners side of bracket a little bit earlier on today in the winners semifinals, and Edinboro U kind of got packed up. But right now, it's looking like a completely different Edinboro U. Not even 15 seconds into the game, and they've scored 2 times already against SIUC. So perhaps they're a bit warmer now, because that 3-0 that they had in their earlier winners set is feeling like a distant memory from the way they've been playing up until this point. But we'll see. A lot of these shots have happened pretty much either directly as a result of the kickoff or directly after the kickoff, which almost another one right there. And I always say this is the most vulnerable position for any team to be in, just because they haven't had a chance to collectively get positioning and regain, just there. Oh wait, hold on. Is Pirates about to go off? I was about to say. I mean, look at the control from Edinboro right now. They are really making a name for themselves in this one. Looking like a completely different Edinboro. Let's see how the Fighting Scots are able to do it. I'm going to get a cut here from Pirates. Then tries to cut it in again, but No Nonsense saying, hey, dude, I'm right here. Don't just think you have all this space when you actually don't. We'll see. No Nonsense. Going ahead and driving back here. Little flip coming out. Maybe get some control. No, going to actually let Kazem get it. Oh, an opportunity for an open net there, but no shot. Edinboro is going to have to be a little bit more careful after that. The way that one went. Chaos with no boost here. Fakes the touch. And a huge whiff from No Nonsense as well. Alright, they managed to get out of that one, but too many situations like that, and oh, that goes in! Chaos gets another one! It looked like it was going to be received by, I believe, who was that trying to defend that there? It looks like, yes, it was Kazem, and Kazem just couldn't quite get it out. It looked like the takeoff seemed decent enough. I thought maybe he had the save, but no. 3-0 lead for the Fighting Scots going into the game 1 of this lower bracket finals. Alright, now how does SIUC come back from that? That is a question. Will pass over, sends it from one corner to the other. Here comes Kazem. A little push. Thought we might see an attempt at a flip reset there, by the way we're seeing in the orientation of the car. Will pass over, Kazem can't get it. Scheming needs to make a play here. I mean, on the side of SIUC, everything just seems to kind of be falling apart here. They don't have much, if any, offense going. At this point, they've only had one attempted shot. It's making me wonder if they're running out of steam, especially after losing that previous game. Only time will tell. As the ball gets launched cross-field. No Nonsense gets a chance to go for a 50, but does not manage to win that one. Kazem has a free ball, though, and Kazem has been the most mechanical on their team that I've noticed so far, so might be able to just play it past all of them. And in fact, that's exactly what happens from coast to coast, from one side of the field to the other. Kazem's just able to control the ball into an air dribble and push it, and you can see Byron is caught sleeping at the wheel. Just maybe didn't expect that Kazem had the mechanics like that, but you cannot leave Kazem alone with the ball. If they haven't learned that yet, they're going to learn that now. Still 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. And despite there only being, 2 shot attempts on the side of SIUC, of those 2, one of them did go in, so that's 50% accuracy on the shots as far as I'm seeing. A nice dodge in the demo from Byron as well, being forced to go high here, but won't be able to get there in time for the 50. No boost either. Oh, that could have been a slot for SIUC. You got to be careful here. I mean, there are a lot of moments I'm noticing here where Edinboro trying their best to scrap, but just does not have the boost to do so. That should be a pop high. Nice demo from No Nonsense of the best defensive play ever, but oh, what a win! Chaos! Thank you, Byron, saying, Jesus Christ. Let me go in and just make sure that the ball goes in the net, because that was a bit of a painful miss from Chaos there, but Now, 3-goal lead reestablished on the side of Edinboro U. Alright, we see a low 50 coming on here. Chaos going around. Punts the ball backwards. Gonna go ahead and hit the crossbar here. We got a little bit of a baby bounce. Nice little touch here from No Nonsense. Gonna go ahead and come down and try to follow. Ooh, goes a little bit too fast, but the bumps in the net actually make it open, and Kazem once again finds the opportunity, and that's why bumping is so good. If you miss somebody, just try to hit someone, right? You see Byron gets chucked out the way, and that ends up being the difference between there being a net opportunity for SIUC to shoot on. Despite the fact that Edinboro U has this massive lead, I'm still pretty concerned about whether or not they're going to win this match. I'm not going to lie to you. It seems like the offense from SIUC is starting to come alive again. But we'll see if that continues to be the case, or if it's just going to be these two and that's it. As look at this attempt at a redirect coming out from No Nonsense here. If they, despite being down 2 shots, they still have the audacity and the confidence to go for plays like this. And this was almost, wow, that 50 went even just a shy bit more south. It would have been another shot opportunity, potential goal even for SIUC. Oh, and that plays past 2. Byron's all alone here. Has to touch that ball. Hits it high. Redirect attempt. Pass back. This could be a shot here. The takeoff was not great, though, from Byron. Oh, Pirates. You can go off the wall here. Tries to punt it. Might have been able to just go for a soft touch or even a low 50 there. Just trying to 50 the ball as much as it can. Be annoying. There's 10 seconds left on the scoreboard. I'm pretty sure. Edinboro U is going to be able to secure game 1. And that's exactly the kind of little boost they needed going into this elimination finals, especially after being 3-0'd in the winter semifinals. They needed this. They needed this. I will say SIUC did start coming alive a little bit later on in that game, but Edinboro U needed this for the momentum. They needed it for the just the overall feel, for their egos, if anything. But we'll see if game 2 is any different. Alright. Starting off, bounces off the wall there. Kays, I'm going to go ahead and rotate back post. No Nonsense. Going to try to bounce this ball and take a play. Flicks it high. Is it just going to be an open net? It is. Nobody challenges. When you see somebody holding the ball on their hood like that, you need an immediate challenge, and it was just way too late. Chaos and Byron tried, not in the position that they wanted. Now it's kind of like they're getting a taste of their own medicine in comparison to how that game 1 started for the last game. That's going to be tough, but an opportunity here. Tries to take a quick shot, not quite able to put it on target. This could be a shot though. No one's there though to go pick up the ball, and so we're going to watch as SIUC comfortably takes control of the ball here. Byron deflects it. Chaos carries it over to the enemy corner here. The net does look open right now. If we can get a quick pass over to somebody in the midfield, but Byron's kind of far. So we're just going to have to rotate back on this one. Unfortunate loss of the offense there, as all members of Edinboro U are in the corner. Luckily, Chaos recognizes that and rotates a little bit more back post. Nice little interception as well. Kazem though, that dude is fast on the jump. Beautiful demo from Chaos as well. Gets the flick high. Oh, wow, almost. But you can see Chaos opening holes in the defense. The opportunities to score are arriving. But how long will it take before Edinboro U is able to put one on the board after having so many shots and effective goals in the last game? Crossbar pass, not good enough to be scored on though. It's not a scoreable pass. Oh, double commit on this ball, but I think it goes wide. No, it does go in the net. And that's unfortunate. The positioning kind of crumbling here. Byron likely needing to go back post on that one, but honestly the positioning was a little bit scuffed from jump. That was just a hard position to get out of. Edinboro U trailing by 2 now. And it's looking like this might be a game that goes in the way of SIUC if things continue the way that they are. But we'll see. I mean, I said we'll see, and we observed. It's seeming like that is the case. Another one sunk right into the net of Edinboro U after what was a pretty strong game one. It's like SIU just woken up. Here's another opportunity here. Oh, and that could have been a 4-0 scoreline there had that one gone in. It was exceptionally close, but not quite the cigar. As he gets sent over to the right side. Tossed high. See Byron going up. That's a bit of a cheeky touch here. Pirates doesn't really know what to do with this. We just kind of close his distance toward the ball. And a flick is not going to go into the net here. Pirates has the ball here. He can go for a double jump pop or a flick. Goes for just the flick, and the flick is fine. Gets a demo as well. If he can force it back mid here, he might be able to go for a shot, but this is not a scoreable pass yet again. A lot of these shots just ending up being a little bit too far across the net. And now this could be an open net potentially. Does get interrupted here. See Byron jumps off the wall here, passes it down though, and goes right over off the crossbar. Should be a shot for Kazem. Kazem recognizes, I don't think I'll get to this ball first, and tries to play for the 50. Ooh, redirect attempt for no nonsense. Yeah, at this point, I'm not really sure what happened on the side of Edinboro U. It feels like SIU is just a little bit too comfortable all of a sudden. Perhaps it's just a phase. We'll see as almost another shot attempt presents itself on the side of SIUC. Edinboro U maybe here. Pretty decent 50. Byron comes in too hot though. Pirates can't really go, but forces it. Hits the corner yet again. Accuracy, not their best friends. A whiff. A whiff. Oh man, there's nothing worse than having an open net and just being unable to hit the ball. We've seen that happen a few times now on the side of Edinboro U. Maybe here's a good opportunity. You can go to the ceiling here if you want. Ooh, not quite the conversion that Pirates I think was looking for. And now Pirates gonna have to rotate back post as Byron tries to play a pass to. Plays it high, needs to be stopped here. Gets played into the back wall. It's very great defensive play by Scheming to make sure that one doesn't go in. And then now Byron probably has to catch this one or play for the bounce even. And the bounce is too high into the midfield, but great read on the touch. Alright, here comes Chaos. Tries to cut it in. Pirates tries to slot that one, but a little bit narrow as well. Outplays his teammate, just not knowing when his teammates are going to go for the ball versus not going for the ball. Really just like a mistake in like positioning perhaps, because if you're going to go for the ball like that, you probably want to check where your teammate is because you're challenging facing the other way. But with that said, I mean that's pretty much all she wrote for this one. SIUC handily taking this second game after dropping game one at Edinboro U. The Fighting Scots seeming to not be fighting as hard in this game too, as we're coming down to the final 10 seconds and there's nothing that can be done here at this point. Got to give a great congratulations to SIUC for very commandingly and convincingly taking that game number 2. Oof, that was a tough one for Edinboro U. I was hoping that maybe they had found their stride, riding off the wind of the coattails that game 1. But that does not seem to be the case. Okay, back tape button, bang. Alright, this time we're going into game number 3. Hopefully things go a little bit better for Edinboro U this time around, because that game 2 was not much of a display of what that team has to offer. So maybe this time around it'll be a little bit more convincing. but we will have to wait and see. Okay. Nice interception coming up from Kazem. Rushing in from across the field. Goes kind of high there. Almost goes top shelf. But Byron comes in swinging now, and we're already starting off with a much stronger Edinboro U than we did in the last game. Able to put the ball on target. Sometimes it is that simple. Sometimes it's just a matter of when you hit the ball, make it go toward the net and inside the net. A lot of times in that last game, that was just not the case. Either corner a lot, or a lot of the passes would go across the crossbar in a way that was not scoreable. And so hopefully here they're just able to be a little bit more accurate, and maybe it'll be the difference. Here we have Chaos with the ball here, has to give it up. Pirates plays it across. This is what I was talking about. That one was more scoreable though, if Chaos was kind of facing the other way. But I think we're just kind of caught on the rotate out there. But Byron has a pretty decent opportunity with this ball here. He's just gonna give it up. If I was getting that full boost, that maybe we'd see a little bit more of a greedier play maybe. Alright, another punt downfield. That's gonna get easily intercepted. Alright, and it gets sent back as well. Alright, Ski Meme gets it past one here, can go for it. Doesn't have a whole lot of boost here. You can see the challenge on the second bounce. The outplay there would have been to try to hit it before it bounced the second time, and that would have baited out Byron. Either way, Kazem coming around, no nonsense, sends it across. That could be a shot for Kazem. Kazem's rotating out, which means that Ski Meme's going to be the one to come up next. Punts it into the corner, it's going to bounce toward the middle. Gets intercepted, and that's a pretty good rolling ball here, but Kazem just kind of rolls it to the side. Bounces off the side here as well. We get a punt back downfield, going straight to Ski Meme. We'll see with the control touch here. I love the challenge from Pirates, saying, I don't really want you to have the ability to flick that ball over me. Here comes Kazem, coming across the side. Byron waiting. Ooh, almost slots it in there. Narrowly hits it across the crossbar there. Kind of a kerfuffle here in the midfield, as they're trying to see if they can get some sort of real offense started here. But Edinboro U doing a much better job this time around, I think, of transitioning out of defense into offense. Oh, misread on the play there. Saw his teammate come in front and thought he was stealing the ball from him, but actually it was an aggressive demolition attempt. Either way, gonna need a 50 on this ball, and there it is. Coming downfield, a punt toward the net, but not quite in. Sends the ball back though. Byron almost getting a demo there actually, but not quite going to be enough. Okay, and that gets sent high as well. No nonsense. Trying to stay true to the moniker here, though it's a funky spelling, if you will. And beautiful little control touch from Kazem as well, off the top, but we'll see. Alright, Chaos tries to punt it. It's not going to be good. 1 minute and 50 seconds left, and then Kazem does find an opening on the defense there to go ahead and convert that into a tight score line. And now this is about as game 3 as game 3s can get, right? We have a win for Edinboro U, we have a win for SIUC, and we have a game 3 with 1 minute and 50 seconds roughly remaining on the clock with a 1-1 score line. That's about as close as it can possibly be. Ooh, it gets sent real high, off the ceiling. Do we have the double touch read? We don't quite, but Ski Meme can try to cut into this ball. Also gonna get denied. Ooh, and Kazem sends it across now. Ski Meme probably gonna grab that mid boost. Ooh, gets demoed on the way there, but honestly it's fine as long as the enemy team can't have it. Chaos gonna wait for this bounce. The bounce goes in. That leaves an open spot. Yes, he got caught in the corner looking overhead. It's one of the most common spots to get kind of caught here on. And really what it comes down to is Chaos probably shouldn't have rotated sharp like that back into the corner. Probably would have just had a better job rotating to the back post or going inside the net and cutting around a different way. But ended up outplaying himself a little bit there. Now we have a lead on the side of SIUC. Oh, no nonsense, tries to take another shot, and it's gonna be good. A nice, quick one, follow-up from Ski Meme right there. That's gonna be tough. Edinboro U kind of cracking at the now final 90 seconds or so of the game. We'll see if Edinboro U is able to put 2 on the board before they run out of time, but it's looking like this could be tough here as Kazem once again starts off with a pretty decent kickoff. Ball once again on the Edinboro U half, and another shot from Ski Meme to force it into the net of Edinboro U, despite having a great game 1. Not so great game 2, but a pretty immaculate start to this game 3. I mean, the way they started off was actually with a lead for Edinboro U. And then after that, you know, it was a 1-1 scoreline for a while up until about the final 90 seconds or so, and suddenly things have just lost their way. They have lost their way. I don't know if they'll be able to answer back here. Granted, they do still have a few more games in the series, but if things keep going like this, it could be all she wrote. Have a bounce off the wall here. Let's see. Opportunity for some offense here. Ski Meme. Gonna go ahead and try to 50 that one. Gonna go right to Kazem, and Kazem's gonna send that one mid, which sends the ball right toward No Nonsense, who's ready to kind of intercept the incoming shot. We're gonna send this ball high. Ski Meme's gonna tap it over, get it over 2 members of Edinboro U with just that single touch. And now, I mean, we're just winding down the clock here. Edinboro U can't feasibly make the comeback here, and that's going to be a 2-1 lead going the way of SIUC in this game number 3. Needing one more game here to secure themselves a shot in the grand finals to get their run back against Green Bay. Meanwhile, the Fighting Scots of Edinboro U potentially on some of their last legs here, as they only have one other chance to keep themselves alive in the elimination bracket. It'll be tough. It'll be tough. They are definitely gonna have to fight for it. They have to win 2 back-to-back to be able to be, you know, relevant in this bracket anymore. They have to win it and not lose. Yeah, profound words, truly. You're not allowed to lose anymore. They had their wiggle room, and now they don't anymore. And so they have to hit that perfect stride to lead them into 2 victories back to back, and then if they want to have the affordance to lose again, they can do so in the grand finals. But they have to get there first. And so we'll see what that looks like here, as starting off on this game 4. Things look about as even as they come. Almost a shot on net there. Could have been a bad start for Edinboro U. But Chaos going to go for this ball. Gets a pretty soft touch that he can follow, almost. Ends up being followed up by Pirates instead. We're going to see at 50, gets it across, and Chaos is on the other side. Can you get the angle? The answer is no. It's going to be a little bit unfortunate. Could have been the first start of some real offense to apply some pressure on the side of SIUC. But it's going to be Pirates intercepting this ball. It's going to bounce toward the midfield here. Tries to get a double tap. Sends it high. Kind of ends up just being a pass, no nonsense, though. Really got to watch some of these double touch attempts here. Because if they're not meaningfully going to your teammates, then perhaps you want to watch kind of where you're putting that ball a little bit more astutely. But not going to lead to any major damage done here. Here comes Ski Meme. Coming across, going to carry the ball up, and you just give it to him? Wow, that was an open net. Ski Meme just passed the ball to Chaos. Pretty lucky that Chaos didn't slot that one into the net, because there is no reason to hit the ball across the net in that manner. You want to make sure in scenarios like that, you're keeping the ball close so that you can 50 if need be. But definitely don't want to punt it away like that. Okay, interception coming across the side. Ski Meme going to punt this one toward the net. I'm going to bounce off the crossbar here. No one's there. You see Pirates just kind of sends it back to the enemy team there. Doesn't have any boost. I think was maybe scared of there being a potential shooter, but no one was home. So definitely want to make sure you're checking the field a little bit before you punt the ball away. But Chaos coming across, diving in from downtown, hitting the ball high here. Ball gets snagged away. Going to be the possession of SIUC now, as we see a little bit of a pre-flip here into some gluey action. Ooh, no interception from Chaos. Perhaps Pirates coming across now. Okay, it's going to go up. And it looks like it just Gonna be a nice little cut across from Schemey, and Byron just kind of watching the entire time. Not entirely sure what necessarily he was looking for, but perhaps saying, maybe if it happens to come my way, I'll turn in for it, and if not, I'll just rotate out. Chaos trying to get something started here as well. We see a demolition fall as well. Schemey might have an opportunity to set up for some offense. A beautiful demolition coming out on the side of No Nonsense as well. And Kazem going for an air dribble double tap attempt here. Maybe into a pass mid. But we will see as this one comes across. Byron hits this one high. All right. Coming down to the final 2 minutes of this game. Punts it across the side. Schemey. Gonna go ahead and bounce that one into the wall. Hits it over and across. What's going to be the play off this one is actually Chaos coming from downtown, putting it toward the net, but it's going to get intercepted here. Pirates tries to get one here. Byron hits it off the crossbar, and it's going to get received by Schemey with relative ease. I like the pop high, goes to the wall and carried across. Not quite the hit Pirates was looking for, but it still works out decent enough as a pass to Chaos. Third man needs to come up here. Instead, Pirates is going to go ahead and let it go. Looks like they're going to swap between Chaos and Pirates, and then Byron will kind of pick and choose when he wants to come in here. Goal attempt coming out. It's not going to be enough. Coming down now to the final minute of this game. 0-0 scoreline across the board here, and that's going to be where it all falls apart as Schemey comes in and finds the gap in the defense here as they let, kind of that ball go uncontested. They just let Kazem, and I was always saying throughout the entirety of the set, Kazem's going to go for the ball, right? Y'all are looking, who's going to go for the ball? Who's going to go? Kazem's going for the ball. He doesn't hesitate. He just goes, right? Because if he just makes a decision to go for it, even if it's not the right time to go for it, the fact that he made the decision to go for it means that his teammates know what to do. And so, and just like that, they're able to get that first goal within the final 45-ish seconds or so of the game. And now it's really up to Edinboro U to say, hey, can you respond? Are you able to do it? Well, we'll see. We're running out of time here. Almost an attempted shot on net there. But it does get thwarted by the Edinboro U defense. But at this point, Edinboro U needs offense. They need to get the ball off their half of the field. Here comes Kazem. Doing a great job trying to control the ball. Accidentally whiffs the ball here. Here's an opportunity. Can someone come in and slot this, please? No! 2 whiffs on the side of Edinboro U. That was their chance. I don't think they're going to get another one. We'll see. But they definitely could have brought this to a game 5. That complete choke on that shot is going to be what spells the end of their tournament run here as Edinboro U fall 3-1 to SIUC. And what this means is congratulations to Edinboro U. They've secured themselves 3rd place, but that will be it for the Fighting Scots. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, SIUC will be moving back into the grand finals to get their run back against Green Bay. And so, all things considered, a great showing from Edinboro U. I know they wanted to carry it a little bit farther. I wonder what the script would have looked like if they didn't miss that open net with 2 whiffs in those final moments in that game. But the world may never know. It's come down to the final 2. Will it be Green Bay? Will it be SIUC? And now, of course, if you're not familiar with the double elimination bracket style of things, SIUC coming from the lower elimination side of bracket, right? Meaning that they've lost once in this tournament already, and thus it means that if they would like to win the tournament, they'd have to not only beat Green Bay in one best of 5, but then after that, they have to do it again. Meanwhile, on the side of Green Bay, they're big chillin'. They only have to win 1 set. In fact, they're even allowed to lose a set and then win another set. And they will come out as the winners of the Navigators Great Lakes Playoffs LAN. And so, definitely going to be a fun one to watch. I'm sure that'll be happening in just a moment shortly. But, in fact, let me take a look at the schedule just to make sure when they have grand finals slotted. And it looks like that is slotted for 3 p.m. And so there will be probably a little bit of downtime there. And then we'll hop right back into it from that positioning to see if, who's going to be our champions. Time will tell.